Hello everyone, thank you for tuning in again. In this video I want to show you how you would create virtual ESXi hosts in your vSphere environment. We call it nested ESXi. So let's just dig in. I'm gonna log into my vCenter and you will have to use the web client because you will need hardware version 10 to make this work. So you can't use the VI client. Okay, as you can see here, I already created 3 ESX hosts in my environment, virtual ones, and let's make a 4th one. So you start by creating a new virtual machine, but you will need some steps and necessary configurations to make. So let's first by simply giving it a name. You choose your data center. You choose your cluster if you have any. And your data store. Now, you make sure you selected the 5.5 on later because you will need the VM version 10. And this is an important step. You will need to first choose a Linux Red Hat Enterprise 646-bit, and later on you can adjust this. Why? Because we don't have the option to choose directly for VMware in this moment. So that's why you have to make first a 64-bit Linux 6. Now, in the hardware configuration, you will need to adjust some things also. Make sure you have 2 CPUs. You have a minimum of 4 GB, but I'm gonna set it to 8 now. Minimum of 4 GB tin provision. Tin disk is okay. I'm gonna leave it at 8. You can go take also if you have enough storage, of course. But it's important that you change the type of your SCSI controller also, because you can't install it won't recognize the hard disk if you choose paravirtual. So let's choose NSE Logic SAS. I'm gonna set it my network at the correct one. Now, for now you're done, but I'm gonna choose to add 3 more network cards, just because my environment allows it, and I want to do a best practice and simulate the production environment as good as I can. So I'm gonna create another network card to redundancy for my management network, and I'm gonna create 2 more for my network to my ESXi targets. So let's go and finish this. Now, once it's created, you have to edit it again. Why? Because now it's on a Linux Red Hat 6 environment. But now, if you go to edit settings and here in the VM options, if you expand general options, you now have the option to choose others. And here now you find ESXi 5.x. Choose that one, you will get a warning, don't mind that. And now you can install ESXi 5. So let's do this. Let's power it on. And let's connect my image. Let's say 2, update 2. And you open the console. And that should start the installation process. And the installation process is just a similar process as you put it on a physical machine. So nothing new here. Actually, I'm gonna stop the video now for now. So I'm gonna let it run and install and come back to you when it's finished. Okay, the installation is done, but I forgot one little thing to show you. So I turned it off. Now the installation was done, so I turned it off. But under the CPU, you have to choose expose hardware assistance virtualization to the guest OS. If you do that, then you get an error in the installation saying that it's not activated in the BIOS, check your BIOS settings and blah blah blah. So just make sure that it's selected. It will go on with the installation even if you don't, but you don't have all the features, VT and such. Good, so let's boot it again. It should be okay now. There he goes, booting. In the meanwhile, while it's booting, I want to show you another thing. You will need some adjustments on your physical ESX host also to make the virtual ESX host to work. So on your physical ESX host, you can go to Manage, Networking, and then you have to choose your virtual switch, and you will need to modify the security. You will need to activate the promiscuous mode to accept, override it and allow it accept. You have to do this on every port group you need it. Definitely in your VM network, but if you also created a second switch on your sound network, you will also have to adjust this and security settings and override it if you need it in your environment. So that's, or otherwise it won't work because the traffic will pass through and it will get blocked. So as you can see, it's booted now. So let's go and configure it with the correct data. Let's see, configure the management network. Let's configure it with a static IP. IP address should be 2.4. That's correct, everything okay. DNS also important, hostname especially. And the DNS suffix, I have a QWERTY. Excuse me, don't type a lot in QWERTY, so I have a ZERTY. Okay, that looks fine, yes. So now you should be able to add your hosts. Let's do it to an vCenter, a data center. Let's hope it works. I'm doing it on the IP address now, but eventually you can connect it with the host name itself also. Let's see if I already created a record for it. I don't know if I did that already. Let's see. The 4. Yep, I created already a record. So you will need to create a DNS record for your ESX host to connect it with the name instead of the IP. This is the best practice from VMware, that you choose to set it on a name. Let's click next. Let's give in the password. It's able to find it, so yes, do the certificate. Let's get a license in there. doesn't matter now how much. Enable lockdown. If you want to lock down, it's the SSH access and such. Let's leave it for now there and finish. And it should be popping up in my environment anytime soon, and there you go, it's connected. For now I have one NIC on it to my management network, but as you've seen, I got multiple switches. Let's say the other one, I got switch 1 for my management and my network, and I got switch 2 for my SAN. So you can go and configure that also if you want. But for the video now, for nested ESX host, this is how you set it up. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me. I will put in the link under the video here. And if you have any questions, just leave me a post. Thank you for watching.